Off-Road Plus is your friend.
Yeah. That never gets old. What's it like daily driving a 392 Wrangler? It's been a great vehicle. I do a lot of city sitting in traffic driving with it, so it sucks the gas down. It's almost as bad on Viper as it uses that much, because you can really suck down the fuel hard. A lot of times now I'll play the game of trying to keep it in 4-cylinder while I'm, idling through some neighborhood or, some part of town where I'm sitting in traffic. It's like a game now. The rationale behind it is I've spent so many years driving vehicles that were, yes, it was nice to have a free vehicle from work. But if you're going to spend a lot of time driving, you might as well do it in something you really like. And the opportunity came for me to do that now, so that's what I'm doing. Is it the most practical way to commute in current times? No. It's got great sight lines, very easy to see out of. But the 392 Rubicon has a very nice setup in here. Seats, are the one weak point of the whole interior, gauges and such. The things I like about it: comfort, livability. It's very civil. It's a very civil ride unless you want it to be uncivil. Definitely feels more planted than a standard Rubicon, and it gives it a very brutal feeling, very substantial and solid. The way this vehicle puts down the power is interesting. Because it's all-wheel drive, when you mash that gas pedal from a dead stop, it's a little bit of a delay before it starts to crank, and the tires don't spin, it just grabs and goes, but it takes a couple seconds before it really hits it, and then it just goes. And that, I'm sure that's part of why it can do a 4.5 second 0 to 60 with all four wheels grabbing like that. See if I can hold it steady. Some dips and stuff. Wow. That is awesome. That is awesome. Now that's fun. But if you're coming from a car with no traction control, like a Gen 2 Viper or Any old muscle car, any car nowadays that's got big power, big torque, there's a little bit of a, I don't want to say it's going to be a letdown. It'll be a little underwhelming because you're not going to get that hit the gas and melt the tires type thing.
It's north.
If this was set up for two-wheel drive, I'm sure that would happen. The way it's set up
South.
and the way it comes from the factory with the all-wheel drive, it's not going to happen. But it is damn fast. It's very quick, and it's surprisingly quick. You don't realize how fast you're going until you look down at that speedometer, especially on the highway. I've run into that. Very deceiving in the way it gets its power across. In the dirt and in Off-Road Plus, it's a whole nother story. You couldn't have more fun than this vehicle in the dirt. It's amazing how they can tame this kind of power. 470 horsepower, 470 pound-feet of torque is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, that's a huge amount of torque. But they've got it controlled pretty well. If I did that in the Viper, the freaking tires would have broke loose. It really wouldn't matter what gear it's in. Plus really tightens up the shifts. I think it definitely makes things a little peppier. I don't know if it's the tune or what, but when it's in Off-Road Plus, there's a different feel to this vehicle. Damn good looking Jeep.